Welcome back to Adventures at Home with Bryn. I'm super excited today to share with you some tips and lessons for kids with disabilities. On this channel, you'll find some parent videos giving you some ideas of how to do school at home, tutoring at home with your kid, especially during times of quarantine. And you'll also find some tips, some lessons for your kids so that they can watch and you don't have to do anything else. And you have a little bit of school in their day. Hopefully that gives them some structure. So today I'm going to be talking about increasing independence with life skills while you're at home with your kid. So I would suggest choosing one thing every week that you will have your child do independently. Instead of trying a new thing every day, give yourself some time to work on the skill with your kid. So some ideas of things that you could do would be like your kid making their own toast in the morning for breakfast. It could be your kid making their sandwich at lunchtime. It could be themselves getting dressed. It could be helping you with chores around the house, wiping off the table. It could be helping to dry and put away the dishes, learning how to fold towels, put them away. It could be even them just like learning how to plug in and charge a device on their own, cleaning up their own room, making their bed, washing their hands, anything that you normally do for your kid or help your kid with that their typical age peers would do by themselves, that kids their age would typically do on their own without help. So on the first day of the week, on Monday, start off by modeling the skill for them. This means showing it to them. So if it's making a peanut butter sandwich, you're going to have them sit or stand right next to you while you do the entire process. And I would talk them through the task, go slowly, break it into small steps. And when they are paying attention to your modeling, really reward that and reinforce that. If they can tell you at the end of your example what some of those steps were, they can repeat it back to you, then also reinforce that as well. And then stop there for the first day. And that will really lay the foundation for the rest of the week. So on the next day, let's say it's Tuesday, you'll want to guide them through it. So you will start probably by fully physically prompting them, hand over hand, as they make their sandwich or as they put on their shirt in the morning. They aren't ready to do this on their own. They need your help. So you really need to guide them through it. But you want their hands to be involved this time so that they're beginning to learn and gain that skill. So over the course of this day, if you repeat the skill more than once, you could fade those prompts if you feel like your child is ready, but don't feel pressured to rush into anything. But if it seems like your kid can already put on their shirt, maybe don't prompt them with that part and start just prompting with the other parts of the clothing, as an example. And then on Wednesday, fade those prompts from the day before. If you did full physical on the Tuesday, then see how they're doing on the second day with a partial physical or a gestural prompt, meaning instead of hand over hand, you're more guiding their arm like this or like that. Or gesture, you're just pointing and gesturing at the different steps and the different things involved. You're still there, you're still supporting them and reminding them of the steps, but you are working on increasing their independence. If they aren't ready for this on Wednesday, then repeat the most intrusive prompts for as long as you need to. So continue the full physical if that's what they need for as long as it takes. It'll be worth it. And by Thursday, you could be fading the prompts on most of the steps except a few steps. So maybe they're getting out the bread by themselves, getting out the knife, putting the peanut butter on, but they still need help with the jelly. Another way that you could fade the prompts toward the end of the week is by only verbally prompting them. So saying things like, okay, get the knife, open the jar, spread the peanut butter. So they still have those reminders of the steps, but you're not doing it for them. And then on every single one of these days of the week, regardless of the level of prompting that you're doing, reinforce their hard work. Really reinforce any attempts at them doing the task. This is a big deal for them, much bigger than it is for a lot of kids and much bigger than we think it is sometimes. And even if you're fully physically prompting them, they're still learning how to do something new. So it's really important that we reinforce. We're giving them stickers on a sticker chart. We're providing a favorite toy or a favorite treat, or we're giving them access to a fun game or letting them go play outside, things like that. And then depending on the kid and the task, Friday could be a day where you let them do the task completely independently, and at that point, if they are successful, you are praising, 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 and rewarding them big time. Maybe they've worked all week to earn a major reward at the end of the week. Whatever it is, whatever you decide is best for your kid, this is important to really, really let them know that them doing this skill on their own is awesome. And then in the future, expect them to do this skill at least mostly on their own. They may regress a little bit, they may forget, especially if they don't practice it often. But if you've seen them do it before one time, don't ever step back in and start doing it for them again. Continue to expect that level of independence, and it will tremendously help your day-to-day life. If they have a difficult or an upsetting experience doing that task one time, it could affect their future success. So try to help them be successful as often as possible. Give them the time, give them the space and the resources that they need to complete the task. It may be hard at first because it may take a very long time, or it may be hard to clean up. But if they are repeatedly successful at completing the task on their own, this will really build their confidence and independence, and they will continue to do this task on their own, and they will only improve and get better and better. So I hope this helps you guys learn how to increase independence with your life skills when you're at home with your kids.